Hello and welcome to another UGA Big Data tutorial. Today in this tutorial we'll be showing you how to run an interactive job on the GACRC as well as a X Windows application on the GACRC through the interactivity provided. So let's go ahead and get started. To connect to the Zcluster using the X Windows, we're going to have to go ahead and put in an argument. So to do that we type in SSH-X and Zcluster. Once we are logged in to the Zcluster, we need to go ahead and schedule an interactive job. Now, there's two ways to do that. We can either do QLOGIN, Q login, and click enter, which will schedule you a single thread interactive job. Or we can do a parallel, which is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be using the -PE and parallel. And we're going to go ahead and type in 2 for 2 threads. Once your interactive job is scheduled, you can run an application on this particular compute node. So we'll go ahead and run a X Windows application, cd into the connect for, and we'll go ahead and do a make, and we'll do a make run. As you can see here, we have a full X window tunneling application. So for this one, we can go ahead and interact with it like any other desktop application. We can move an arrow. We're going to go ahead and just finish this. Okay, it tells you you have won the game, so we'll go ahead and exit out of that. But that is the basic way to run an X Windows application. Now that was a Java application, but if you use C, you can also do the same as well. Now let's take a look at an interactive command line job. We are still logged in to our interactive compute session, so we can go ahead and run another command. Here we have a C++ file which runs 2 threads and waits for the user to input some information and runs 2 additional threads. So let's go ahead and take a look how that works. First, we need to go ahead and compile this. And because the Zcluster uses both AMD Operons and Intel Xeon processors, we need to go ahead and compile it with the Portland group. So to do that, we type in PG, capital C, and our interactive C++ file, and -O to rename. Go ahead and ignore that error right there. We don't have to worry about that. The next step is to go ahead and do a // and run the application. You see it has ran 2 threads there. Next, it's asking us for the identifiers for the next 2 threads to be run. So we'll go ahead and try 8 and 0. And as you see there, that is the demonstration of an interactive job running on the GACRC Zcluster. And that concludes this tutorial for how to run an interactive job on the GACRC Zcluster.